Now, you may have driven along Mitten Oak Road in Shrewsbury or been to the Royal Shrewsbury Hospital over the last few months. You'll notice there is a brand new four-storey building going up behind me. It's part of the multi-million-pound hospital transformation project. We've been invited to go inside, take a look and meet some of the people involved.
Okay, my name's Sean Delaney. I'm the project director for IHP on the overall site. Essentially, where we are now, we're celebrating a year on site. During that year, we've removed all the surplus ground from the site. We commenced piling in October of last year. Went through the winter in very muddy conditions, but managed to come through the other side of that, and then started the concrete frame just after into the new year, and we're looking at about the half of the building that's now complete in terms of concrete frame.
Driving past here, as I do quite often, and to see the building going up, you know, it seems like it's going up in such a fast time.
We are very pleased with the progress on programme, and hopefully we can continue with that. We're still a long way from the finish, but we are very pleased at this moment in time, yes.
So you're doing this, aren't you, in 4 different stages, is that right?
That's correct, yeah. We've broken the hospital down into the four main areas, and then we're just leapfrogging from one area to the next progressively.
And how many people do you have working on site at any one time?
At the moment, we've probably got about 175 working on site, and then that will increase steadily throughout 2026, really, too. It should peak at about 500 to 550 operatives on site.
So your job really is to get the building up, make it all watertight, and I guess then it's the fitting inside.
Yeah, we're just about to start the internal fit out, so we're getting close to having more security in terms of water, but we're just about to commence the internal fit out in the next couple of weeks.
For those that are driving past or maybe visiting the hospital, we're going to have a little look inside and see what's going on.
Absolutely. It's it's great to be part of, in terms of we're going to see it really come to life in the next few months.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing that happen and to seeing it open in 2028, because I guess this part of it is going to be finished end of next year. Is that what we're looking at, to have the building up?
Well, you have to bring it all together in terms of commissioning at the end, so we are looking at the 2028 date, and then there's a transitional period for the medical teams, but yeah, so all fingers crossed, 28 will be a big year for us all.
So I've come up now onto what is the second floor. Ed, tell me a bit about your role.
So I'm Dr. Ed Rysdale. I'm an A&E consultant here at SAP, but I'm also the clinical lead for this HTP project.
So I've just said we're on the second floor, but what is this floor going to be?
So eventually this is going to be the women's floor. So where we're standing at the moment will be the new neonatal unit for our new babies who are the most poorly. But on this floor will be our delivery suites and our delivery theatres, our obstetric theatres, and then a midwife-led maternity unit as well. So this is where all of the births will happen for the county, apart from the midwife-led unit, which will remain in Telford. And then behind us will be a new gynae ward for our gynaecology ward for our acute gynaecological admissions.
At the moment, you've got some teams and your staff and your medical staff in Telford, some here in Shrewsbury. So that's a little bit difficult to manage, I guess.
Absolutely, that's the reason we're doing it. So if a lady comes in with abdominal pain, is it related to a gynecological problem or is it a surgical problem? And the specialists are 20 miles apart across the county. And if we get it wrong, that can be really important and can cause delays in surgery and things like that.
And what point of the project did you get involved in this?
So I got involved, so I started in SAP in Shrewsbury Hospital 20 years ago as a consultant, but I left the trust when they split the services and moved women and children's over to Telford. I left and went to work in Stoke. I've come back on the back of this happening, so when they decided they were going to bring specialists together, I came back so I can actually function as an emergency medicine consultant in the county, and I've been the clinical lead here for just about nearly 3 years now.
And as you see this building going up behind us, how do you feel about it? And obviously we've talked about what a difference it's going to make, but I bet it's quite exciting for you.
It's really exciting. I mean, so I've been in Shropshire now for over 20 years, and this is such a change to how we can deliver healthcare in Shropshire, and it's really exciting to actually see it taking shape. We've had a lot of talk about this from Future Fit over the years, and now to see it actually coming up from the ground and being built is really, really exciting, so we'll be able to deliver the best care that we can. So we've come up another floor, on floor 3, which is going to be critical care.
And I'm chatting to Matt. Matt, what's your role here?
I'm the director of the hospital's transformation programme.
So this is something, I guess, which is a major part of the county, and it's really, as you say, the name is the clue, really, isn't it? It's a big transformation for healthcare here in Shropshire.
Yeah, huge transformation. We've had huge input from the community throughout the whole programme, and that continues to this day. We've got a number of focus groups that are set up that have been inputting into the design and the development of the building. We have made a number of changes to some of the design thanks to the input from our focus group. So our main entrance is now going to have 2 entrances, one for accident and emergency and one for the main hospital. So really good involvement of the local community in this programme.
So sometimes, I mean, community is asked to get involved and they don't really actually feel part of it. But in this case, they've made a difference.
Yeah, they've had a genuine input. We've just started a survey for naming conventions for different parts of the building, also for colour palettes, which has just recently started, due to finish in the next week and a half. But we'd encourage everybody to look at that and to input their sort of thoughts on the way that the building will be designed and developed. So genuinely, we've had an input from our community as part of the overall programme.
And for you, this is my first time in the building, but I guess you've seen it literally from the ground going up. How do you feel about it? It's an amazing challenge, isn't it? And also something that's going to end up with a fantastic service for Shropshire.
Oh, it's going to be amazing when it's complete. And I just want to thank the local residents, the community themselves, and our patients and people visiting the site, because I realise what a disruptive thing this can be. And they've just all played their part. They've been wonderful. They've kind of been really supportive of us as we've been going through this programme. But you're absolutely right. The outcome is going to be a fantastic product for our people, for the people of Shropshire and Telford and Wrekin. So yeah, really good to be a part of something this transformational for the local community.
How do you feel when you come inside? We've just been showing the robot doing the layout and everything like that. I bet it's quite exciting and amazing to see what's actually been achieved.
It's amazing to see what we've done over the last year. As you rightly say, just purely from what we were doing with the ground and then coming out of the ground and seeing it all happen. And it's been great for our staff as well to see it taking shape. And obviously they're now starting to really work with us in terms of how we will transition into the new building in the future.
I was going to ask that. I bet this is a massive boost to staff morale to see such a fantastic facility that's going to be, for them.
Yeah, huge morale booster for staff. And they've also been inputting into the design as it's been developed. So they've seen it go from the paper to what it's looking like now. So really positive for them and a real motivator for them.
Now tell me a little bit, because I believe you're having a sky garden. What's that?
So yes, we're having a couple of sky gardens, one for our critical care service users. So that allows us to take patients out into the open air as part of the overall building development. We'll have a community element to it, and the community are really supportive about supporting that through sort of charitable funding as well to add to the sky gardens. Our critical care division have been telling us that this is something that's really important to the patients, as incorporated the design, and we're really looking forward to kind of unveiling that when it's completed.
Listen, we're looking forward to it being completed and looking forward to seeing maybe the progress if you invite us back. Thank you so much for inviting us today.
You're welcome.